I own Ray Farms. We're here in Tullahoma, Tennessee in Moore County. We raise stocker cattle and background them, and then we raise row crops too. We have corn, wheat, soybeans. We grow hay. We grow about 700 acres of corn this year, and we're going to have some yellow corn. This is a first for us right here. This white corn grown for a local distillery. The rest of the corn, this corn right across the road here will be on, it's a yellow corn. It's probably going to be in the 200 bushel range. Most of my corn is stored at home and then sold to a local feed mill later in the year. But it looks like a real good crop. Looks like we're going to have a pretty good price too. Over there, some fresh cattle across the fence that's just come in. They're heavy on pasture. We try to run about 80 head to a lot on 20 acres. And this is the feeding area they come into every day. And we got to keep feed out for them 24/7. This is a 7-day-a-week job. And then we'll have a couple hundred acres of beans after wheat. And all my soybeans, they go to a local market here. They're hauled to Decatur down there in Alabama.
If you eat any egg or egg products, I'm pretty much involved in that. Our parent company owns about 70% of the world's genetics for egg layers, actually, so there's a good likelihood you've had a highline bird egg. So I am the technical manager for all of Southeast Asia currently. So I'm relocating to Bangkok. I'll live in Thailand, and I'll cover every country. Better to think of it as like India over, because I will have Japan, China, some of the North Asia areas, and I also have Australia, New Zealand, and down into Asia Pacific essentially. So what I do is I help our customers. So Highline is a genetics company, and we sell the parent stock, so the birds that are the parents of the birds that are going to lay eggs for consumption, which we would call in the poultry industry a table egg layer. Food safety is of critical importance. We spend a ton of time doing cleaning and sanitation. I have whole lectures on sanitation, and I always ask the question is how clean is clean? I would not have gone anywhere else. I'm actually a transplant from California originally, and I wanted to come to UT. And I remember this because they were the only school that was so supportive. So that brought me here, and it had this reputation of hands-on teaching and really caring about teaching, and that was true. And then even now when veterinary students talk to me or pre-vet students, I tell them this is where I prefer that they go, or to go somewhere similar, because UT taught me how to think. I'm obviously incredibly honored. I'm super thankful, and it's nice to see the amount of support that the university is still giving our alumni. And just to be involved, to be able to come back here and be part of one more thing and get to go to a Georgia game with UT, and that'll be fun. It's been a while since I've been in the stadium. But no, it's just, I think just a really tremendous honor for me, and to be recognized in agriculture and be recognized for the things that the UT alum are doing.
Well, it's like being a big land-grant university family, and it started for me in the 5th grade. But I saw something that inspired me and gave me opportunities. I have a very mediocre 4-H record book, but it was my record book. There's all different ways of judging success in our 4-H careers. You have to look at where people start, not necessarily where they end up. I started my career on September the 1st, 1975 in Sequatchie County, Tennessee, Dunlap. There were 6,331 people and 1 traffic light. And on occasion, when they shot it out on Saturday night, we didn't have any traffic lights. It was one of the best experiences I could have ever had. I loved my work. I did a lot of traveling. For 20 of those years, I was in charge of international programming for 4-H. I made friends and had experiences I never would have had the opportunity to otherwise. The whole scope of extension, and I think the entire mission of the Institute of Agriculture and the land-grant university system, it is to help the average person be more well-educated, be more well connected. Receiving this award is a most humbling experience. To say I was shocked would be an understatement. I thank all of those who have had an impact on my life for so much good. Blessings on you all.